Hi everyone, Ryan here from Fight Game Analysis, and today we are going to be talking about the upcoming fight between Katlyn Chookagian and Jennifer Maia. But before we jump into that, if you enjoy the content, please go ahead and click on the like button and also subscribe to the channel. Really appreciate your support. Alright, so we have a good fight coming up here between Katlyn Chookagian and Jennifer Maia. Now this is a rematch from November of 2019. Both of these women have fought a few times since then, particularly Katlyn Chookagian, who was extra busy in 2020. Got like 4 fights off. Only fought once in 2021. I rattled off like 4 in 2020. Both women have been in the top of the division for a long time. Both have fought for the title and come up short against Valentina Shevchenko. But hey, everybody who isn't named Amanda Nunes comes up short against Valentina Shevchenko. So really no shame in that one. But it's a rematch from November of 2019. Both looking to find their way back to a title shot. Hoping to get a win. Katlyn Chookagian got the win in that one. Now, she's 33 years old, trains under Mark Henry, brown belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under Renzo Gracie. Also trains with John Danaher, though. He even actually cornered her for one of her fights recently. But she's not known for the Jiu-Jitsu. She's known for the striking. Now, we've seen her use the Jiu-Jitsu, particularly, I think she's been most dominant with it in top control, right? The thing that comes to my mind is when she fought Valentina Shevchenko. Right after that loss to Valentina, she fights Antonina, the sister, and for the first 2 rounds, gets a little bit out of character, so to speak, takes her down, dominates her from top position, beats her up. Does some striking in the 3rd round, ends up winning the fight. But that's not typically what we see from her. Typically, when we think of Katlyn Chookagian, we think of a striker. Really tall, really long for the division, and loves to fight that way. Knows how to fight long behind a jab. Knows how to fight long behind kicks. Uses a long push kick, uses a snap kick, uses good low kicks. Like she knows how to use her physical attributes, which is her height and her reach, to fight her opponent most effectively. Right? And let me just say as a side note, when she fought Valentina Shevchenko, as tall as she is, as long as she is, all of her shots came up short. And you're thinking, how exactly does that happen? She's the taller, longer fighter. How is it that she's coming up short? Because she was that worried about getting countered. Valentina Shevchenko was that much of a beast that even somebody who's taller and longer doesn't want to get close enough to land their shots because they're worried about that fire that's going to come back at them. But that's how we see her fight. That's typically what we see her do. And in this first fight against Jennifer Maia, that's what we saw. And I'll be honest, going back and studying some of these past fights, I think her fight against Jennifer Maia was one of her best. She was working that jab beautifully, working in the right hand, staying long, using beautiful kicks, right? Going high with the kicks, going low with the kicks, working them straight, coming up on angles with them, backing out on angles. Uses a lot of movement, but doesn't use too much movement. I mean, far too often we see people that just get on their bike, run all over the place. She doesn't use that. She used just enough movement to get out of range. Right? And then on the other hand, we've got Jennifer Maia. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, been training from shoot box from day one all the way to now, since like 2002, 2003, something like that. Just a famed gym in Brazil. But really, we see her use her boxing the majority of the time. That's what she really brings to the table. Now, she can be dominant with her jiu-jitsu, particularly from top position. We saw that when she got in there, when she got that top position with Valentina Shevchenko, she's able to hold it. Now, in a fight like this, that could be significant, a 3-round fight. You take somebody down, you hold them down there for the round, you win that round. Your opponent's got to win those other 2 or they're done. Right? So if you have a strong top game, if you can get on somebody, you can hold them down, you can maintain that position, you can use that effectively. Now, I'll just go ahead and throw it out there. I don't think that's going to come into play this fight. Jennifer Maia isn't exactly known for her takedowns. I don't see her going in there and taking Katlyn Chookagian down, holding her down for the round. Just going to put it out there. But it's something that Jennifer Maia's got in her tool bag. But pretty much what we know her for is her striking, right? Really using her hands. That's what she likes to do. Problem for her is I don't think it's going to work out that well. I see this fight going exactly like the first fight went. I think it's going to be a matchup of styles. I think Katlyn Chookagian is going to beat Jennifer Maia like, I don't know, man, 98 out of 100 times. Like I said, she's taller, she's longer, she's way better with her kicks, knows how to keep the distance. She's much faster with her feet, so she knows how to get in and out, but most importantly, she knows how to circle out. And you look back at that first fight. Yeah, Jennifer Maia was able to land some shots. She was able to get some right hands in. She was able to work the jab a few times. There were some times she was able to counter Katlyn Chookagian's jab, right? Which is particularly important if you're fighting somebody who's got a good jab, want to be able to take that away, want to be able to make them pay when they use it. She was able to do that a few times, but not enough. Overall, the story of the fight was Katlyn Chookagian being able to light her up, being able to work at distance, being able to get out of there, being able to stay away from what's coming back. I see this fight going the same way. Both women have progressed since they first fought, but both women have stayed the same within their styles. I haven't seen either one add really too many wrinkles. I haven't seen either one add something that's going to make me think that this fight's going to turn out all that different from the first one. So I'm taking Katlyn Chookagian in this one. Think she's going to come out with the win. Think she's going to look pretty good when she does it. She'll be able to work from the outside exactly like she likes. She'll be able to be in her element, be smooth, be comfortable, come away with the decision victory. Let me know what you guys think.